Welcome back, everyone. So in this video, we're going to be talking about AT&T stock and Discovery stock. Now, I know the Warner Media deal is kind of a little bit of old news, although the deal has not gone through yet. But I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of time to settle before I talked a little bit about it, because I want to review where people's mindset should be on this deal. I want to talk about which stock you really should buy, Discovery or AT&T, because there's different strategies involved in this, and I'll reveal mine at the end of the video. I also want to review how much of stock each person is getting in this new Warner Media Discovery company, because it's not just as simple as saying AT&T gets 79% of the company and then Discovery holders will get 29% of the company. So let's jump right into that. So technically, that is true. Discovery shareholders will get 29% of the company, while AT&T shareholders will get 71% of the company. However, that is very misleading. Why do you think it was agreed upon that AT&T shareholders should get the majority of it percentage-wise? Because there's a lot more AT&T shareholders out there than there is Discovery. To put this into perspective, Discovery has two different classes of shares, Discovery A and K. And if you combine all those shares outstanding together, it's roughly 500 million. Okay, so Discovery stock has 500 million shares outstanding. Cool. How many shares outstanding does AT&T have? Oh yeah, 7.14 billion. If you want to work that out mathematically, they have over 14 times as many shares as Discovery. So this is why shareholders get 71% of the new company, because in essence, they are definitely getting less of the company. So yes, AT&T shareholders may be getting 71% of the company, and Discovery 29%. That's 29% for 500 million shares outstanding versus 79% for 7.14 billion. The amount the AT&T shareholders are getting has to be broken up amongst a lot more shareholders. And I actually broke it down mathematically, and it's going to work out to equate to Discovery shareholders getting more than 5 times the amount of shares that AT&T shareholders will get. If anyone's curious on how this works out mathematically to figure it out, let's just say that AT&T has exactly 14 times more the shares than Discovery. Okay, so now we just need to set up simple numbers for that. We must want to figure it mathematically where we're getting them to the same shares outstanding. And because AT&T is 14 times more the shares, a good number that I thought to work with would be 140 versus 140. So we use 140 as our whole number. Now on the Discovery side, because they of course are the ones with less shares, we'll leave that number alone. But with AT&T, they have 14 times the shares. So because they have 14 times the shares, we'll divide that 140 by 14, and that equals 10. So perfect. In essence, we've virtually canceled out the shares outstanding, so now they're equal. Now we can apply those percentages, 29% to Discovery and the 71% to AT&T. And of course on AT&T's side, where it's only a figure of 10 now, 71% of that is 7.1. On the Discovery side, the figure is still the 140, and we multiply that by 0.29 for 29%, and we get 40.6. Now to figure out just how many more times that is for Discovery versus AT&T, we divide 40.6 by 7.1. That comes out to roughly 5.7. So literally, Discovery shareholders will get roughly 5.7 times the amount of shares that AT&T shareholders will get. I mean, that honestly should make sense, because how would it make sense that AT&T overall would get the lion's share when Discovery shareholders are getting a whole new stock? They don't get an extra one. But AT&T shareholders get to keep all their shares and get a spin-off. Okay, now that we're done with that, I also want to note that AT&T shareholders will roughly get about 0.24 shares for each AT&T share they get. And to put that into context, if you had 100 shares of AT&T, you just multiply that by 0.24, and you get 24 shares of the new company spun off. while also keeping all of your AT&T shares. Now let's talk strategy in which one you want to buy. One, you really like AT&T and like their future, and you'd be happy with a spin-off of some new company, but really you're just interested in your AT&T. However, if your main goal is to just have new shares of the company and you really don't care about AT&T at all, then obviously you should invest in Discovery. Might I say specifically Discovery K. I'd say Discovery K versus the A, because the A is just the one with voting rights and the K is not, and all of them are forming into one new company, so who cares about voting rights at this point, right? Take the one that's slightly cheaper. So investing in Discovery only will give you the most shares in the new company. However, there's a third option, and it's the one that I picked. You like AT&T, but you also like the idea of this new company. And so I have just chosen to own both companies. I do currently own more of Discovery shares than I do AT&T, but I'm looking to actually build more into my AT&T position as time goes on. I've done a video on it, but I totally see the potential in AT&T to get back to well over 30 easily, which represents some nice upside potential. But I also see the case for this new company, and I'm quite intrigued. Warner Media, especially in recency, has done very good with their revenue growth, and Discovery has done very well in adding subscribers to their Discovery Plus. So I really like the idea of these two media companies combining into one and having a really good chance at combating Netflix and Disney Plus. It does come with obviously a little bit of gamble, but you know what? I really like the chances they have in doing well. Okay, so that's gonna wrap this one up. Let me know what you think down below. Are you going with more of AT&T as your play and taking the small spin-off? Do you like the idea of this merger a lot more and you're putting it all into Discovery? Or are you going more my strategy and just going into both of them? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And until the next video, y'all have a great day.